G'day everybody, welcome to another video of Kev's Workshop. With my last lot of videos that I've chucked up on YouTube, I've now started on a French 210O. It's a DJH kit. Comes complete, as you can see, with all these parts here. And then skipping down to here, there's just some of the bags worth of bits. And in the box over the back here, I've got the book of instructions and all the rest of the millions worth of parts. But today's bit of video, it's more so what I started looking at here, a limited edition Elvis statue. Now with this particular video, it's more or less going to be a short one, I hope. Elvis, the 50s, limited edition musical unit. I'll just get this up here. The guy who brought this to me, number 1687, so the guy who brought this to me for repairs in my workshop, I know it's not model railways, but what I've just had to do is go through and unjam this bugger. Luckily it was an easy fix, but for those who've never seen the inside of a music box, this is roughly what one would look like. To give you a bit of a description, on the underneath here we've got the winding key, which winds it all up, coils up the spring inside naturally. As that unwinds, it spins the weights around, which act as a governor, and there's a worm screw here right on the axle shaft that turns the gear behind it, which you may just see in this area. And then that shaft drives a small pinion gear at the back, which drives the intermediate gear, which drives the drum gear, which drives the drum, of course. Now if I can do this for you, all these keys here, a bit like piano keys in some regards, but it's only thin metal, and because it's on a die cast block, this is what gives the sound the resonance. And the sound is actually not only produced by these little buttons, whatever, hitting on the fingers, but the sound resonates within this chamber underneath. So the sound travels outwards from here. So I've already just wound this one back up again. Underneath is this little lever which operates the stopper, and as it says on the thing, it says it plays Love Me Tender. This join in the drum, that marks the start and finish point of the tune. So one full rotation will play one part of the whole song. So, if I just knock this one out of the way a minute. Right away. There you go. There you go. That's about ready to start the drum around again. So basically, that is a short bit of Love Me Tender by Elvis. And this will go back in underneath this statue. And that's where it sits into here, and that acts as a like a sound box, you might say. It amplifies the sound back down underneath the unit. So that is a continuation of another project, which was a Hornby Clockwork wind-up unit. I've repaired that, and the guy gave me this carriage to repair. I've repaired that, and this one here was missing its axle. So what I've done, I've put a piece of wire wrapped around the axle, just a bit of steel rod that I've got, and then I've soldered that to the rod. Done the same the opposite side as well. So now this acts just as this. Now if I just come back around to here a minute, that's the side that I didn't have to do. Hornby back in its original days of the 50s, as you see, they somehow squished the axle a bit, and then basically that kept the wheels within their gauge. so they can only move within that squished area and the side frame. So that's as Hornby made them. Independent wheels on an axle, so each wheel is individual. So to repair it here, I had to do something similar. It might be seen as a band-aid job, but it does do the trick, it does work. Just to show you, Hornby, made in England by Meccano. So this dates back to the 1950s at least. That's what they call Hornby O-gauge clockwork. And just to show, oops, I'll get this around here, it's imprinted from the back. So for those who can read backwards, there you go. So from one clockwork unit to the carriage of the clockwork unit to another clockwork item. I do some strange things in my workshop, apart from go to sleep. But still, that one there was an easy project to work on. All it had was something that got jammed up in the gears. I was able to unjam it, lubricate it, service it, and it works fine, as you can see. So I'm going to leave it at that, and then that way you can get to see something about music box, I suppose. But don't forget, I am still doing a lot of projects. So the 210 I will eventually get the N-scale C36 built. Project from years ago, but it's another story. The N-scale 8060 class, a Japanese loco, which I'm sort of doing a freelance loco for somebody eventually. New South Wales 35, as shown on a previous video, and a 36 class, which will be shown on another video too. And they're just future projects. They're not important projects, but this one is an important project. That's something that somebody has given to me to build for them, and if they don't have the time. And this, so that's two more projects that somebody's brought to me for repairs and working, and now they are working nicely. Well, that one will be running as good as any brass loco by the time I'm finished with it. But in the space of about 10 hours, got it all assembled so far. Rods to go on, all the crank pins to go in, the gearbox has got to be assembled. And then once all this part's done, it's all the rest of it. Just to give you an idea on this one, I'll come around the end of here and I'll reach over. This will give you some idea if I can get this booklet in my hand. There we go. Model loco. This is how intricate this chassis is. So there's a fair bit of work just to get the chassis to where it is. Wheel spacers, axle bearings, screws. I've got to put the counterweights on yet. Also got those counterweights on. I've even got the keeper plate in place. That's all bent up from sheet brass. I've also got to put the spring and the drawbar in. So all that's got to be put into this unit yet. Then I can wire the motor up. So that gives you an idea of some of the work I've still got ahead of me. And out of this, that's as far as I've got it so far. So it's coming along. And then I'll chuck that back into there a minute. So yeah, you'll get to see some progress of this on my Kev's Workshop website. So for those who like to follow along what I'm doing, what I'm up to, my projects are always on the go. Very rarely do I have time to rest. Other times I have about 3 or 4 projects on the go. So with the French 210, the Elvis, and the O-gauge carriage. That's 3 recent projects, which 2 more now complete. And the N-scale NR and 620/720 sets are also complete. So with that, there's still a 7¼ inch project on the go and a 3½ inch 38. So I'm going to go now, so I'll catch up with you later. Bye.